Hello, Ben here, Vapor RC. Hope you're well. Today we've got the Kagama 4 out again. We're taking it to a skate park. It's a brand new skate park. It's about an hour's drive from here. And let's really test this and see how it does. Put 15 tooth pinion in it. I've put half an ear plug into the actual centre diff. We're going to send it. We're going to test it. I'm going to see how really tough it is. Let's get to the skate park. Enjoy. So we've got a test for the new Kagama 4 today. Skate park. Let's see how it does. Awesome little skate park. So I don't know how this is going to do on the skate park, but we'll soon find out. Oh, nice. I'm not usually a skate park basher, but I thought this car, let's see how it does. See how tough it actually is. Oh, nice. Whoa. Nice. Oh, definitely with that 15 tooth pinion. Oh, yes. It's at home. Oh, that was a nice jump, that. Oh, definitely with them gearing, so much better. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Oh, this is made for a skate park, this. I tell you what, it takes it, father. Oh, nice! Oh, yes! Oh, perfect! Oh, yes! I say, this car is really surprising me so far. We're back from the skate park, and as you saw from that footage, absolutely fantastic. It really is at home in a skate park, I think. 15 tooth pinion. I've got half a silicone ear plug in the centre diff, and that seems to be just perfect. It's obviously going to handle a little bit different to stock, and if you're not wanting to do tricks with it and things like that, I'd probably just leave it as stock. But if you wanted to get a little bit more out of it, you wanted to do them backflips, then yeah, the 15 tooth pinion and probably something like 10 million diff fluid in the middle, but I just used half a silicone ear plug, and that's worked for me. But that's the best I've seen it run by 100%. It really was at home in that skate park. And no breakages either, which is absolutely amazing, because it did take some tumbles. It did land on its roof a few times. It did nosedive, did land on the back end, but no breakages. The body's still holding up really well. The wing's still holding up really well, which I'm really happy about. The CVDs, where a lot of people are having issues with these bands, you know, a lot of people are saying put some heat shrink around them or something like that, but they're holding up absolutely fine. I've had no issues with these at all. So I don't know whether they have actually been fixed on this version. Like I think I said in the previous video, maybe the UK European cars that were delayed have had that issue fixed. I definitely would recommend just increasing your arms, especially on the rear, to stop those dog bones binding. And I've only increased it a little bit, and there's no binding on those dog bones at the back now. Just increase the droop a little bit, just screw down a couple of times. And as you can see inside, everything's absolutely spot on, everything's stock, not changed anything at all, using the radio system, the servo, the motor, the ESC, and yeah, all working absolutely fine. It's really nice and easy to clean this car as well. I'm really enjoying using it. The only thing I had an issue with was the steering came loose, so the steering servo down here has actually come loose. So I'm going to fix that now on camera. I'll show you how to get this out, but I'll also show you a little fix what you can do to stop this from unscrewing, and it'll be more clear once I get it out of the actual car. So this is the part that I'm talking about here. As you can see, it's actually come loose, so it's unscrewed from the bottom and the spring's loose. So what I'm going to do is take this out, and what I'm actually going to put, I'm going to put a 17mm wheel hex underneath that screw, and that'll stop it from backing out, and I'll show you how to do that now. So first thing we need to do is take off the actual shock towel from the front, and I'm going to take these two screws out here as well for the centre brace. And we should better just lever that out of the way. There we go. To make life easy as well, we just take the shocks off from the top and get those out of the way. And then we need to take these two screws out here, which hold in the actual steering. We'll take out the steering link as well, that'll make life a little bit easier. You take out these two front screws here. And then we do need to take off these two bolts here, which hold in the actual centre brace. And then all you need to do is just take one of the upper arms off from here, move that out of the way, and then you should better just lift this out like so. Right, then we should better just, hopefully, lift this out like so. And as you can see, it's just come loose as this screw at the bottom. So we need to tighten that up as tight as we can get it. But what I'm going to do is put a 17mm hex underneath that, stop it ever backing out again. It doesn't obviously have to be a serrated one, just a standard wheel, 17mm wheel hex is fine, because there's nowhere for it to back off anyway. But yeah, so all we'll do is get this tightened up, get the hex underneath it, and then like I say, it stops backing it off and we can get it back in. So this you really want as tight as you want it. Obviously there's still some movement there, so the better servo you've got, obviously the tighter you can have this. So I'm just going to make it so it's tight enough for this to fit back on the bottom like that. And as you can see, that wheel hex now is flush with the bottom, so it's not going to interfere with anything, and it's going to stop that from going back down. There we go. And I've still got a little bit of movement in my servo saver, so they can go back in place now. And as you can see here as well, you've got a double steering Ackerman bar here as well, which does add a lot more strength to the actual steering as well. And there's no slop in that steering at all. Feels really nice. So we just reverse what we did, getting this back on. I've probably taken more screws off than I really needed to, but to be fair, that's not many screws to take off. And as you can see, you don't have to take off both sides, so it's only one upper arm you need to take off. As I showed you, the screws from the front of here, screws from the top of here, and the screws from underneath, and then we can put those back together. And there we are, all back together. Steering's working absolutely fine, nice and smooth. No slop at all in this steering, I must say. It's really well put together, is this. And that was dead easy. I mean, I changed that over real time, probably in about 15-20 minutes. If I hadn't been filming it, it'd probably took about 10 minutes. That went back together really easily as well. It only took a few minutes to put it back together. But yeah, overall, really impressed with this truck. For me, I think the sweet spot, like I've said, is that 15 tooth pinion, and you know, thickening up that centre diff. I mean, again, it depends what you want out of this car. If you're just wanting something that's really good fun to run, that's really strong, out of the box, just leave it as it is. It's set up so nicely. Like I said, a lot of people are having issues with these CVD bands, and I know I've mentioned it a few times, but I don't want anybody to think that I'm not mentioning it or staying away from it. I'm not. If there was an issue with these, I would say. Just to show you, as you can see there, they absolutely don't look like they're coming off anywhere. A lot of people have had issues, like I say, with these bands here, either coming away or expanding and the pins falling out. I've not had that issue. I don't know if it is something they've fixed or not on this batch, as I've said before, or if it's just that, you know, some people have been unlucky with it. I don't know, but like I say, no issues whatsoever. If I do have any issues, I will obviously let everybody know. But for me, I think this is the best value budget out there at the moment, 3 or 4S. You know, for the price of this, you're not getting, you know, you're looking at a similar price, like I said, to the Team Associated MT10 here in the UK. That's £30 less than this. So for me, I think this is awesome. It takes it. I mean, there's not one tiny little bit of damage. The chassis is holding up really well. It's all nice and flat. I don't think you'll have any issues with the chassis unless you're going to send it stupidly high and land, you know, really bad landing. But, you know, the arms look strong. It took a beating, you know. On that skate park, you know, I sent it quite high. I didn't land it perfectly every time. I nosedived it a few times. I landed on the back a few times. The wings holding up really well. The shock towers are holding up really well. The body's holding up fantastically well. It's just a great little 4S truck. And I've, you know, from the amount of packs I've put through this, which I think is now about 5 or 6 packs, really impressed with this car, really impressed. If you've got any comments about this car or anything you don't agree with or anything that you do agree with, or if you've got one of these, please leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. For now, I'm going to end this video here. Fantastic little 4S basher. So much fun with this truck. Definitely taking it back to the skate park again. Really enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. If you like, please remember to leave them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It really does help the channel. And if you like this video, watch one of these videos up here. Happy RCing.